Okay, what is up, people? We're back. Best Ball Mania 2, Underdog Fantasy, PFF. Use promo code PFF. Play $10 on Underdog Fantasy. You get a free PFF subscription. Again, I am the host, Andrew Erickson, the MC, the entertainer, joined by Nathan Yankee and Jared Evans. We're not drafting on Fantrax tonight. We're drafting on Underdog. It's back to Best Ball. Summer of Best Ball continues on. Gentlemen, are you excited?
Oh, yeah. Picking ninth, I thought I'd pick seventh like I would every other time. So like a 2-pick difference, I can get Eckler at a little better value this time.
Oh, yeah, baby. we're each 2 spots in between each other. So there's going to be a lot of sniping, I feel like.
Lots of sniping. I haven't been drafting a lot of Derrick Henry, so maybe he'll fall to me at 5. Or maybe I'll just get Zeke again because that's my guy. But we'll see. Again, I looked at, I think that it's helpful to look at the Titans schedule to open the season. I was thinking about do I write about fading Zeke maybe? It's or not Zeke, Derrick Henry. I was like, oh, dude, I can't deal with that, man. I get he's not involved in the pass. I mean, there are a lot of red flags, quote unquote, with Derrick Henry, but at the same time, he's a freak. And every time I feel like I'm gonna lower him in the rankings, I just imagine myself as Josh Norman, just getting friggin' pummeled to the ground. I'm like, oh yeah, no, he's moving back up. I can't move him down anymore. The most I can move him down was to number 4 because I like Zeke more. But besides that, it doesn't even matter. He got drafted, so spiel over. Just give me Zeke.
That man has buried me in DFS more times than I could.
I know. It's such a power move. You're I'm gonna fade Derrick Henry, and you just get wrecked.
God damn. All right. Well, thank you, Hager40.
All right, sick. I get Zeke. Let's go. On brand. Unlikely to play in preseason because they're saving him. Yeah. I took your most overvalued guy, Yankee. You don't think I didn't see that article?
Oh my God! Explain yourself, Yankee, to the people. Why
Tony
is Zeke overvalued?
Nightmares.
Yeah, I definitely see the scenario where Zeke. There's a chance Zeke could just not be good anymore. That's kind of the thing, and Tony Pollard is good. That's definitely a thing. But I'm just buying the fact that Zeke doesn't need to be above average to fall in the end zone 15 times. That's kind of the precedence of getting behind him. And if he is still good, then boom, now I'm playing with house money. So that's my take.
I see both sides.
Yeah.
I was firmly in the Yankee Tony Pollard is going to be involved camp earlier this offseason. Kind of seems like that talk has died down a little bit. But Zeke is in the same situation as he was last year, and I was picking him second overall ahead of Saquon last year. Then obviously the injuries sucked, but
yeah. I don't know, man. It's just the offense is stacked. You want to buy good offenses, and I think that Zeke's look, man. Again, maybe he sucked last year because he got COVID. They said he was out of shape. Again, it's really hard to draw a ton of conclusions from a season last year where everything was way different. So anything that we're setting in stone from last year is we're going to look back after 2021 and be yeah, we probably should have not taken everything at face value because 2020 was literally not normal whatsoever. There's going to be regression overall for all offenses because there was more points scored last year than ever before because there weren't fans. That's just going to fall down, and that's going to be interesting to see which players it hits the most. So yeah, and then but from a total standpoint, no one's going to even notice because there's an extra game. So it'll be interesting how things play out for sure.
Yeah, and just to make it clear, I'm saying he should be a slightly later first-round pick. He's still a first-round guy. We're just debating between a couple spots in the draft of where he should be picked.
Agreed.
Yep.
Always
draft is going pretty normal so far.
Barkley, Eckler. Yeah, I like Barkley 108. I think that's fair. I don't like taking him in the top 5 anymore. I don't think he really goes in the top 5 anymore. Yeah, I think that if you can get him at the end of the first or even second round, I think he's a guy worth buying the dip on, but you don't want to overextend yourself because, there is a lot that can go wrong for Barkley. There is.
He looked good. He had a nice little training camp highlight this afternoon.
I definitely don't want. I'm not I don't want to fade Barkley in any way, shape, or form because I like the talent of the player and I think that he is really good. But I guess like the slow start is very something that people need to like really understand because I keep referencing the Giants play the Denver Broncos, elite defense, Washington football team, first 2 weeks. Like no one is going to be good for the Giants like those 2 weeks for the most part. It's going to be a struggle. So Atlanta, week 3, that's the week. That's going to be like just all DFS stacks, just Giants on Giants.
All right, I'm gonna pick Najee Harris here.
This is like how every draft I go like happens. And now I'm gonna get Joe Mixon. Whatever. Yeah. Classic.
I just moved Naji to 12th overall in my rankings. It felt so good. I
so
feel
why
like all these other running backs just have so many negatives in the second round here that like Najee's just gonna get more volume than any of them.
Yep, 100%. Oh wow, I guess I'll just take Joe Mixon. Whatever. Whatever, man.
Yeah, this has been a very predictable draft so far.
Keep hating. Okay, so let me ask you something. So why Najee over Joe Mixon, or is it really close for you?
I think that Najee will be more of a focal point of the Steelers offense compared to Mixon of the Bengals offense. I think the Bengals will be more pass leaning, and then you have a lot more competition for touches there, whereas I think the Steelers might just go full-blown run heavy, and then you also have Najee is probably more of a receiving guy than Mixon, even though Mixon can catch passes.
So competition for touches, you mean just like in general of the offense? Or are you like, are you touting Samaje Perine right now? Is that happening?
I mean, as a handcuff, sure, why not? You can do worse than your back. No, I'm kidding. No, I just think that like the Steelers just envision Najee Harris to be their next Le'Veon Bell. And
fair enough. Even though Joe Mixon once famously wore the Le'Veon Bell-esque sleeve, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to be like Le'Veon Bell." Like,
yeah.
And Joe Mixon doesn't have to face the Steelers defense, whereas Najee Harris gets to face the Bengals defense twice a year. So I mean, I have them back to back. I think that they're really close, but Joe Mixon usually ends up falling to me in most cases. So I could go either way, and I actually like Najee Harris's opening schedule really good, or much more than the one for Joe Mixon.
Yeah, I begrudgingly put them both one spot ahead of Antonio Gibson, who I really wanted to.
Dude, don't hire, but you got to do it.
I know. I just wanted to, but I just
got to do it.
I couldn't.
Dude, this draft is literally going like how I've done every single draft. It's like my perfect strategy because I'm gonna hopefully I can get Kittle. We'll see, because then I was like, boom. I literally started. Damn, Jacob Brown.
Wow.
Ugh, I spoke into existence. That's why I got burned. All right, Keenan Allen, baby, let's fire it up.
I'm gonna love some Keenan.
I don't have a lot of Keenan Allen, but he's locked and loaded. And I don't mind taking a receiver. Now, see, this is the thing, the tight end hierarchy. And the whole Adam Troutman thing is now is a reminder to me that, look, every tight end outside the top 6 sucks. They're all terrible. They're all going to bust. And this is why I told Austin, I was like, Austin, I'm not doing the tight end breakout series this year because none of them broke out because they were all terrible except for Logan Thomas and the guys I didn't write about because I couldn't see it coming. So that's why I'm so on board. I've never been more pro early tight end than ever before. So it's like Kittle, Waller, those 2 guys. Even like I'm even more open to Kelsey now. Just like even though
there it is. Hate to interrupt your little.
Okay, Moon Skrilla. I mean, weird. Like I like the move to tight end, but not that early.
Oh my god. Yeah, I get it. The only problem with the early tight end is the opportunity cost of these awesome receivers.
Dude,
that's it.
Okay, but you can get good receivers in rounds 3, round 4, round 5, round 6. That's why I don't like taking Kelsey, because I like the Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hills. I think the opportunity cost for Kelsey is worse than the other ones for Waller and Kittle. I think Waller and Kittle could look like, what are the odds that they finish tight end 1 versus Kelsey? Like 70 to 30. Like, I don't know. I mean, Kelsey's done it every single year, but if you go back to 2019, Kittle averaged literally the same fantasy points per game as Kelsey did, and no one cares. Nobody cares. And I get Kittle like at the end of the 3rd freaking round sometimes. It's blasphemy.
Yeah, it's true. I think people are scared of like Kittle's injury history.
Dude, it's not even that bad. I talked to somebody on Twitter about this, and it was like, dude, he missed 2 games from 2018 or from 2018 and 2019. He just got hurt last year. It's like, here's what you do. Fantasy football 101. You draft guys that dropped the ball last year, number one, and you draft everyone that got hurt last year that's no longer injured. Like, there's a difference between drafting players that got hurt last year versus players that are currently hurt. So I don't see Kittle really has like a significant injury history. I mean, it was a freak injury. Jimmy Garoppolo let him have to freaking get wrecked on that like terrible pass that he threw.
Yeah, Kittle's not a guy that I'm on. I know both of you love him, but my concern is not the injury; it's the offense. A lot of competition for targets on a run-first offense. But I mean, Kittle's a monster.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think that Kittle's even better in a best ball format because he's still going to have super spike weeks. Yeah, I like Waller more because I think Waller will be more consistent with his targets, and that's why I have Waller ranked higher. But I mean, you get Kittle in round. That's why you get Kittle in round 3, and you have to usually get Waller in round 2. I mean, most people, like, if you're watching this right now, you're doing your home leagues, like, you're gonna get Waller and Kittle in round 3. Like, those guys are going to be readily available. So I would recommend scooping them up, and just don't. You can try to play the tight end streaming game, but at some point it becomes really annoying, and especially because in home leagues you don't have to take a quarterback early. It's different in best ball, where you kind of you can't stream, so you need to take a more investment in the quarterback position. But in home leagues, it's like, look, when we did our fan tracks draft last night, Ryan Tannehill's like on the waiver wire. So it's like it's a piece of cake. Oh, let's go, baby. Deontay freaking Johnson. Oh man, I can't take Deontay. I need the Bengals stack though. Damn. All right, whatever. I'll just take T. Higgins. Yeah.
That's my guy.
No,
stacking maybe. I got all Mahomes, Tyreek Hill stack.
Oh, you got Mahomes at decent value too. That's good.
Yeah. Fourth round Mahomes with Cousins. I also feel like Mahomes is better to stack with Tyreek Hill than Travis Kelce.
Why? I feel like
because specifically in this format, Tyreek Hill is more likely to go for those 200-yard 3-touchdown game. Like Travis Kelce's not doing that.
He could do that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if there's any tight end that can do that, well, it's him and Darren Waller, because Darren Waller put up 200 yards, and was that against the Jets? He just put up a 200 burger on
after he decided not to play any defense.
Classic
Jets.
Oh my god, dude, is Deontay gonna fall to me? Are you guys? No, he's not gonna fall. No way.
It's like with both Kansas City receivers, Kansas City has a better offensive line this year than they had in the past, so that's going to be fewer plays under pressure. And then Mahomes' accuracy is getting better, and Kansas City didn't really upgrade any of the other receiver positions, so it's just going to be all Kelce and all Hill all the time.
Yeah.
And
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Jared, so where are you at on, again, we're getting kind of, this is more of a deeper conversation, but Brian Pringle, are you in on him at all? You going to get him in this draft?
I have some Pringle on Mahomes teams in like the 18th round.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised at his snap share. He played with like the starters. He really played like 7 snaps. What?
He mostly played after Hill was done playing.
Okay.
He played 2 snaps in the base offense with the starters, and then Hill came out before some of the rest of the starters. So Pringle played the snaps in place of Hill once Hill stopped playing.
Okay. Because they said, or at least what I was reading about him again, come on, Jacob Brown. Are you serious, bro? Whatever. I want Deontay anyway. Deontay's better. Deontay's going to score more points than Jamar Chase, so I don't care. I don't even need the stack. Besides, I'm going to get all the stacks from Deontay, and Deontay plays the Bengals. So, yeah, joke's on you, Jacob Brown. Hope you're watching. That's what I wanted to happen.
All right, who should I take here?
You got to take a tight end, bruh.
Do I, though?
Dude, yeah, I mean, unless you want to stream and get stuck with Adam Troutman blocking tight end. Oh, it's so frustrating.
This team's going late round tight end. I might go OBJ.
I need to bump up my Jordan Akins share. I just got to get back on the Jordan Akins train. That was the issue. I was like, I was trying to take these middle end tight ends. Like, no, I should have been like, no, Jordan Akins is the truth. You do the Cooks, Nico Collins, Jordan Akins, ugly stack, wrap it up. Perfect.
Jordan Akins part of that 5-man tight end rotation.
Wait, what was his snap count? Do you remember? He didn't play, right?
He didn't play now.
Yeah, because he's tight end 1. That's why.
That's not exactly how Houston rotated like 8 or 9 different wide receivers just throughout different drives through the entire first half. It was just guys in and out and in and out. Luckily, Nico Collins was the one guy to like significantly play more snaps than everyone else. But
the thing I noticed about Nico Collins was a lot of his routes were all in the red zone. So he was running, I think it was like 9 of his routes he ran were inside the 20-yard line in the end zone. So that bodes well for some touchdowns, some splash. I mean, I don't know how often the Texans are going to be there, but so like that's an issue. But that's another conversation for a different time. All right. Okay. So Josh Jacobs, round 6. Okay. Yeah. So Josh Jacobs in round 6 is like okay, but that's not real in real fantasy football draft. Like, are we ever gonna see that in like a regular league? Josh Jacobs go in the 6th round, or basically end of 6th round? Yeah. No. That's why it was hard to, when I did the write-up for the Raiders, I was like, yeah, like he's a value like there, but he's going to go in like, I mean, I did a draft, this morning or earlier today, he was a 2nd-round pick. It's like, yeah, no, thanks. I'm not touching him with a 2nd-round pick. Oh my God. There's no more tight ends left. What have I done?
Yeah, crap. Maybe I should have taken Mark Andrews.
Should have, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that thing was kind of scary today. He was like dehydrated and like collapsed.
Yeah. He's fine.
It's never good when you like go, you're like doing. I was like recording something and I go on Twitter. Mark Andrews is trending. I'm like, okay, like this is like never good. Like you never want guys trending like during the middle of the day. It's like never a good sign. And
this time of year, it's either a highlight play or an injury. So
it's like I'm like waiting with anticipated. I'm just like waiting with bated breath. I'm like. Is he okay? I'm just like, oh, okay, like he's fine, like, or he looked like he's okay. And because I was also thinking back, like, does he have diabetes? Or he has something like a medical conditions like that. So I wasn't sure if that played a role in why he got dehydrated or something.
Yeah.
What to do? Oh man, this is. Okay, Jared, don't do it, man. Don't do it.
Don't do what?
Don't draft Tyler Boyd, man. Dang it, Moon Skrilla.
Good timing.
Sniped again. Oh, dang it. Oh,
Mike Davis.
Big Mike.
Or Debo.
Dude, don't take either of those guys. Take Brandon Cooks. No, it's way too early for Cooks. Cooks. Shit, I gotta take Herbie right now. Herbie fully loaded. What is this pick? No, I don't need to take him now. I'll just take. All right, put him in the queue just in case. I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna take Trey Boo Boo.
I like Justin Herbert. I know the fantasy industry, like the sharp take is to fade Justin Herbert because everything he was great at last year is not stable, but the situation is so much better for a guy who dominated as a rookie. Like what if Justin Herbert just gets a lot better in year 2? Like,
well, what is, I guess my question is, so what is his like ultimate upside? Like, is he going to outscore the top 5 guys in front of him? Like, he's going to outscore Dak, Lamar, Kyler. I guess, like, what is the point of taking him this high in a regular league?
In like the 6th or in like the 7th round?
Yeah. That seems really expensive. Like,
I mean, what if he throws for 40 touchdowns and, rushes for 5? And like,
why would he rush for 5 touchdowns? Do you think he's going to rush for 5 touchdowns? I mean, he's not
an
like
athletic guy. He's not like Matt Ryan back there who's a sitting duck. I
mean, Baker Mayfield's an athletic guy. What if he throws for 40 touchdowns? He's cheap.
Yeah, but Baker Mayfield didn't throw for, what was it, 32?
Yeah, Baker Mayfield only broke the rookie passing touchdown record in 2018. Yeah, I remember that. No, I mean, I get it, but it's just of all the guys. I mean, he's the least established of the top guys, so that's kind of why he's the one to kind of pick out. And I mean, I still have him above like Rodgers and stuff. I recently moved him back behind Wilson because again, I just like the same, and that's kind of why like I have Mahomes number one, and it's not even because I think like Mahomes is going to like necessarily be the number one quarterback, it's just because he's the least likely to like not be top three. I guess is my opinion. I feel like so secure with him that there's going to be no fall off in his play. So like worst case scenario, Mahomes is like quarterback 3. Whereas these other guys, I mean, look, Lamar's had some issues with passing. Same thing with Kyler. Like, what if they run and get hurt? Like, those are more in those guys' range. So even though like the math says with the rushing that they should be number 1, maybe not so much. I don't know. All right. Well, I'm taking Justin Herbert now, so spiel completed. I hope he does really well this year.
I have plenty of Herbert.
I mean, I've drafted him a lot too.
I really don't want to do this, but I'm going to take Mecole Hardman for the stack.
Dude, that's way too early, bruh. I guess not really.
Is it?
I don't know.
Who else am I taking?
It seems really early to me, but dude, just take Brian Pringle like in round 18. You're fine. But I guess Galaxy Brain. Okay, I was gonna say Galaxy Brain. Don't you think that isn't Mecole Hardman only gonna play well if Tyreek Hill gets hurt?
Yes, that's true.
No, he played 100% of the snaps in 11 personnel in the preseason game, and I could see him having that kind of role in season. So defenses are like just targeting Hill and Kelsey and like putting all their coverage on those two guys, and that's the one that'll be open. But
yeah, the only way it works is in like week 16 or 17. If Mahomes throws 5 touchdowns, 2 of them go to Hill, 2 of them go to Hardman. That's the only way that works.
I do want to point out that recently 2 Jacksonville wide receivers went off the board, and the Jacksonville's best receiver is still available.
I'm guessing you're talking about Marvin Jones.
There's no denying that he's the best value. And there's no denying that, and that's something to keep in mind. You guys are watching. Got to be price sensitive to players. Like you can hate. I don't like Corey Davis. I thought he was going to be a bust with the Jets, but so does everybody else. So that's why I'm in. Like it's just you got to look at how expensive players are because we talked about with Josh Jacobs. Is Josh Jacobs a bust as a 6th round pick? Probably not. As a 2nd round pick, 100%, 100%. So that's why you need to really be ADP sensitive to when you're looking at certain players and baking into risk when you do your drafts, whether you're doing your home drafts or doing best ball drafts on Underdog. Use promo code PFF.
Sliding that in. Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm working on my stream game, now that I've become the master of all streams. Myles Gaskin, 7-12 with his new role as a backup, even though I saw something that said that he was running with the first team in 2-minute drill from, I believe it was Dave Richard from CBS. Is that too early, you think still? I think it's a little too early for me if he is actually like the backup.
Yeah, I think it's fine. It could be like an overreaction to what happened.
Probably.
In one small sample size. I don't know.
No, I mean, we could literally see him start the next game, and then what's going to happen is his ADP is just never going to correct, and he's just going to be a value.
Well, I'm not going to be surprised whatsoever if he starts the next game or these next couple games, but just the fact that they value Brown so much for him to start to begin with, I can see Brown seeing a lot more playing time than we anticipated before. So even if Gaskin's the starter, he might not see as much playing time as last year.
Yeah, the thing about Brown too is if you look at his game logs, just of his career, he just always plays a lot in week 1. I think that Malcolm Brown just is a really good practice player. The coaches love him, and then he plays in the games. He wasn't good in the game he played. He was pretty bad, and the Miami Dolphins offensive line is not great. And again, we talk about how offensive lines are overrated. If you have volume, there's right now, there's no indication that any Miami Dolphins running back is going to be seeing a consistent workload from 10 plus touches every single week. And Malcolm Brown, maybe week 1 DFS, he scores 2 touchdowns or something like that, and then he's going to be the popular waiver wire ad he seemingly is every single season. And then he just sucks because he's not good.
Yep.
What are we going to do with him? What are we gonna do with him? I'll just take my Dolphins wide receiver 1. Sorry, it's not Will Fuller, it's Jalen Waddle.
Is it though?
Dude, Jalen Waddle is so freaking good.
He is nasty.
The Dolphins wide receiver 1 is just whoever's healthy that week.
Pretty much it.
Albert Wilson right now.
Albert Wilson. I mean, dude, Jalen Waddle, I am praying that he just goes off. I hope he has a Marquise Brown week 1 or like a Terry McLaurin week 1. There's no Will Fuller week 1. I think he's super cheap on DK or in DFS. So it's like, I just want him to hit like week 1 so badly, but I know what's going to happen. It's going to be Albert Wilson. It's going to be freaking Albert Wilson or Robert Foster or one of these other freaking.
Who do they play?
They play the Patriots. So he has a good matchup. But he's not going to get Gilmore. He's not going to. Gilmore's going to lock up Parker like he usually does.
They're going to be like fundamentally sound on D though.
I mean, dude, you see, J.C. Jackson is so hot and cold. Like he shuts down dudes, but then when he plays like scrub guys, he just like doesn't show up. He's just like Quez Watkins in practice, not covering you. Rashad Perryman, don't care. But then he like locks down with like better wide receivers. He's like plays to his competition. He'll probably be like, yo, you're a rookie, bro. Like I was number 49 on the top 100 list. Like get on my level. And Waddle's like, hey man, like I wasn't in the NFL. Like I never had a chance to like make the list.
Hager 40 is going full robust RB.
Love to God.
Love to
no.
see it.
Where did Travis Etienne go? I know I kind of bumped him down a little bit in my rankings.
I was thinking about him, yeah.
Where did he go? Did I miss him? People. Scrolling.
Yeah.
Do we see where he is?
I don't know.
Etienne?
Yeah.
A while ago.
In the fifth round or...
So not really. I mean, 6th round, basically after Jake. Yeah, that's kind of. I moved him behind, at my rankings. I moved him behind guys like Jacobs and Miles Sanders.
Yeah, that's where I had him to begin with. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I was buying into that they were going to feature him more, and that's clearly not really going to be the case. They're going to Carlos Hyde's going to be involved, and I mean, the weirdest thing about Carlos Hyde was he the only thing he did was run routes when he played. It's like, okay, that's like not good.
Well, like I feel like Jacksonville just kind of put a running back in for a couple of plays and then put a different running back in for a couple of plays and just kind of rotate it that way. So I don't think that's actually going to be how they use their running backs in the season, because we see that with teams all the time in preseason. Some of them do role-based things and some of them just like, okay, you go play a couple plays. Okay, now you go play a couple plays or a series, or like with Kansas City, they put their starting running back in for 10 plays and then Darrell Williams played the next couple series, and then it just kind of went on from there. And I'm like, that's not how any team uses their running back in the NFL today. So
pretty freaking much. All right, let's go, Mike Pittman.
Oh,
let's go, Mike.
Like
Big
that.
Mike. Big Mike. Yeah, I gotta. I mean,
all right. Should I go Brown stack, OBJ and Landry, or Logan Thomas? I have McLaurin. So
I would go Brown stack, man. Brown's a dude. Austin Hooper outscores Logan Thomas. Oh, there you go. Bold prediction. Boom.
That works.
Piece of cake. Dude, Austin Hooper's gonna catch double-digit touchdowns. Austin Hooper is this year's Robert Tonyan. Call him right now. Call him right now. He's just gonna fall into the end zone a bunch of times.
Yeah, people are loving Logan Thomas right now.
Yeah, no, I moved him up. I mean, I moved him up because he got like usage we actually wanted to see, and every other tight end was like absolute poop of what the usage they got. Like Troutman was crap, Goddard was crap. No offense, I didn't move. No, I still have Noah Fant ahead of him.
No offense, was fine.
Yeah,
he played every snap and then was done.
Who was the other running? There was another tight end that I moved down to. I mean, yeah,
Anthony Firkser.
Yeah, he was already behind Logan Thomas, but yeah, I moved him down.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember. There was another tight end, but yeah, I moved Logan Thomas back up to like his ADP is like tight end 9. But yeah, I mean, he seems like he's probably fine. I thought he was going to be more of a bust. Again, Curtis Samuel, they haven't been on the field with Curtis Samuel, so I just want to see how the targets distribute. But it seems like he just has like a solid role in the offense. And look, that's just hard to come by when it comes to tight ends. Just like ones that just like have roles. It's like, are you like featured in the offense? And it seems like he is. So I think that of the middle tier, that he's probably safer. I mean, I don't know. Like Gesicki's weird because a lot of people hate him because they had a lot of competition. It's just true, but I mean, he gets targets downfield. Like he's athletic, so there's some things I like about him. But again, that's kind of like the middle tier of tight end. Is just they all have flaws for the most part.
Yeah, and like Gesicki's, it's hard to predict with him because one, he only has that third down role basically, and two, we haven't seen him with all of these wide receivers. He only did all those things last year because the Dolphins had so many backups playing. Which, yeah, Gesicki's a good receiver, but is he as good as Jalen Waddle and Will Fuller and potentially Devontae Parker?
Yeah, it's definitely, again, that's why, with these middle tier tight ends, like there's not really anyone I have a lot of strong conviction for because they're all kind of like meh. They all kind of like mesh together, which is why I'm just like, well, take Jordan Akins, last round pick. I'll take Gerald Everett and just hope and pray that somebody breaks out or whatever. Or that's why I want to draft a tight end early. Like that's pretty much why, because I want to avoid this area where we just don't see a lot of guys hit or the value's kind of just stagnant. Or at least at best ball, it's easy to just make decisions because you can just kind of build around stacks. Like, I mean, this draft, I could literally go friggin' Donald Parham and CJ Uzma and just be like, you know what? Whatever. Don't care. See what happens.
Ooh. I was going to take Zach Moss.
Dude, Zach Moss is always a great pick. Every day.
But I'm not getting him now.
Every day, he's a great pick.
All right. James Conner. Here we go.
Con man. It's good. It's a good pick. Good value. Like it.
I would not be totally surprised if at some point during this season, John Bates starts to eat into Logan Thomas's playing time.
Ooh, there's a take.
Yeah,
there's
man.
A take.
That's why you got to fade Logan Thomas at his ADP. At his ADP. Yeah, I guess I'll just take Joe Burrow. Joe B.
Burrow is dropping so much.
Joey B.
Crazy.
Yeah, because people are stupid, so
Now
I'll take him.
It's the best time to draft him.
Pretty much. Pretty freaking much. Dude, Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert. There's no way that one of them doesn't hit. It's impossible. One of them's got to hit.
That's awesome.
Trey Lance, there you go. Oh, man, I hate this Trey Lance hype. Oh, it sucks. I'm trying to build 49er stacks, and you can't do it because he goes way too early every time. But
that's worth it.
He'll probably just. I mean, look. I mean, dude. Okay, yeah. Ryan Tannehill is the most like he's gonna be my number one. I think I'm gonna own him in like every single redraft league because he goes super late and he's got a cakewalk to start the year. It's like I don't see how I won't draft him in every single league that I'm doing like a normal redraft league unless like Jalen Hurts doesn't get drafted.
My only concern is like with how bad the division's been getting, like if they're winning even more than they have been, so they're just like, we'll just run over and over and over. We don't need to do anything else.
Well, I'm hoping that in the process of them killing teams, Ryan Tannehill takes part in it somehow, some way.
He will. Their defense also stinks, so.
Yeah, their defense isn't. It wasn't good last year. I mean, I actually looked at their defense more when I did the Titans preview, and they actually made a lot of decent additions. I don't think that they'll be nearly as bad. Again, injuries can just make teams just like make it not even matter. But no, yeah, they weren't good last year. The only team that's like consistently bad every year is the Raiders. It's like the odds are like if you finish as like a bottom 5 defense, just like by like raw regression, like you shouldn't do it the next year, except if you're the Raiders. Like they're the only team whose defense just always sucks every year.
Oh, the Raiders.
Yeah, it's terrible. Gus Bus.
Gesicki.
Gus Bus.
Is that who you're taking?
No, I'm probably going to take TMJ.
TMJ. I love that nickname. It's fantastic.
TMJ. Dude, it's so weird. He's the only player on this in Underdog that has a junior that doesn't have the decimal point. And the only reason I know is because when I was trying to import my rankings, I had to like remove the decimal point. We need to have more consistent.
Oh, Bateman. Lucky
Dude,
you.
what? Man, that seems kind of early for Bateman, but I mean, I feel like if you get drafting Bateman, like you want to buy like the dip on him. Oh, I'm going
Isn't that a
Patriots.
dip?
I don't know. It's not that far. He's a rookie He's a rookie wide receiver. That's gonna miss a month. I don't know. I feel like he should be cheaper than that. I mean, Terrace Marshall is not gonna miss a month, and
Oh, Tony Pollard, let's go. Love it.
I was thinking about, I wonder what the perfect team would be where you draft, like based on how your draft is constructed, you basically grab all the handcuff running backs of every other running back that you didn't take in the first round. And then if everyone gets hurt, then you just have like this unstoppable squad. It's just like perfect on every single level. I'm trying to think. So of the top running backs, whose backup handcuff is like the most ambiguous, would you say? Or like who doesn't really have a direct one, or who you think would, if they went down, they'd be like, all right, RBBC.
Giants would be a running back by committee.
Okay.
Titans, we don't really know.
So you would need Titans. I don't think Derrick Henry would be anything close to Derrick Henry.
Or they might just pass more.
Yeah. So the play might be you draft Derrick Henry, you draft every other handcuff running back, and hope that everyone else gets hurt, and you have Derrick Henry, and you just run, and you just steamroll everybody.
Boom. I like that strategy.
I mean, that could be the play. Like you just draft the guy that never gets hurt, Derrick Henry, and then you draft all these other backup running backs, and you just like, hey man, if the injuries work in my favor, then you're gonna crush. Absolutely crush.
Is Jonnu hurt?
He's hurt now, yeah. I mean, he'll probably be fine. I mean, I'm going to take some stabs at some Patriots tight ends here. I don't have any, so
Yeah,
I mean, they're going to be
dumpster diving here.
They're going to be featured guys on the offense. Like that's the thing. Like Jacoby's going to lead the team in targets probably. Nelson Aguilar's going to see a lot of downfield targets, but Bourne is going to be like situational player. Harry's a backup. James White is going to catch passes out of the backfield, whatever. And yeah, I mean, the tight ends are going to be, it's going to be the tight end show in the red zone. Like that's what they're going to do. I mean, I think Hunter Henry's going to be the red zone guy, but Johnny Smith obviously has like a lot of explosiveness to his game. So he's got big play potential as a guy who just takes screens. So yeah. I think that both of them are undervalued because there's no way Hunter Henry's going to finish as a tight end 21. Like it's not happening. Like
has he been picked yet?
No. He's super late. Johnny Smith hasn't got picked either.
What if you like combine Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry on the same team, and you're like
top 5 tight end?
But it's like you're using late picks on them, and you're basically betting that pretty much every single week one of them will score at least 10 fantasy points,
or one of them gets hurt, and the other one becomes a top 5 tight end. Like there's a lot of ways that you can do it. I might do it in this draft.
Well, Jonnu's not going to make it back to you.
Oh, lame. That's cool. I'll draft Hunter Henry.
Don't do it. Let me try my big brain Patriot strategy.
No, I'm not drafting him now.
I'm pretty sure I did that in like our first draft that we did on here. That I was
nice.
See, like I would be all over Adam Troutman right now, but unfortunately, he's killed
Gerald
me.
Everett, man. I was going to take Everett before we started talking about the Patriots. He got the usage we wanted.
Give me Jagopi.
Kyle Rudolph starts taking his snaps.
Jagopi Myers. Yeah, I'm cool with getting some Hunter Henry action later. Sorry, Jared. Unless you want to reach, man, you can reach. I have to say that updating my rankings has been a breath of fresh air. Like I feel like I'm going way more smooth through the draft. Like I'm like, okay, like these are the guys I want to have. I'm not like frantically searching for like, how do I not draft Michael Thomas?
12th round. Wow.
Dude, it's because he sucks. He's not good.
I like Chuba. I was on him. I've been on him. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, he's
not in the 12th round because you can get him 3 rounds later. But
it sucks too because like the biggest issue with him was like it was literally on display. Like he didn't score that long touchdown. It was like
there's plenty of
no, but I'm just saying like he's a track speed guy, and then he just doesn't have that actual gear anymore. Like he lost it when he got hurt, and it just sucks because it's like that guy. I mean, he was literally talked about in the same breath as like all the top running backs from the 2020 class or whatever. Like he was like in that conversation. He was like, and then he didn't go back to school, and then he got hurt, and then he like lost his explosiveness. And we're just like, What happened? And they got drafted to the Panthers. Now he's never going to play. Oh yeah, my guy Gerald Everett. Let's get it.
Yeah, I like that.
G-Dog. Jacob Brown, huh? You know what? You did snipe me that time because I didn't want to draft Adam Troutman, so sucks. One thing about Gerald Everett, though, I looked at our lads, and he is last on the depth chart, and Will Disley's in number 1 on the depth chart. So that's...
Those depth charts mean...
I know.
Squat.
Oh, dude, T.Y. Hilton, gross. Yo, how's your Brown stack? Is it good?
I just secured it with Baker.
You have everything?
I mean, I have Baker, OBJ, and Jarvis.
Oh, so you got the passing game. That's good. That's
And
solid.
then,
And you get DPJ.
You know I will.
David Johnson. Okay, so I like initially moved Philip Lindsay ahead of David Johnson, but then it was John Daigle, NBC Sports Edge, talked about how you actually want the pass catching back on the Texans, which I was like, no, that is correct. So do you guys still have David? Do you want Rex Burkhead? I mean, maybe it is Rex Burkhead. So do you guys still have David Johnson ahead of Philip Lindsay?
I moved Lindsay ahead, I think.
Okay.
I just don't want David Johnson on my fantasy team. No.
Yeah, well, Jared, you already drafted him, so
Exactly.
you know
All right,
that's
so I got
that's
one
my
share.
proudest thing I can say is, despite him being literally like in the 15th round, never touched him. Never touched him once. I stayed disciplined. I was like, I'm not drafting Texas running back. It's not happening in this life, and it came through because then David Johnson now is a situational James White player. So, I mean, look, who scores more fantasy points this year, Giovanni Bernard or David Johnson?
Ooh, I was looking at Gio.
Dude, Gio, so good. Such a good pick. Dude, he's going to go off week 1 against Dallas. I'm going to have him in my captain spot. I'm going to be rolling into week 1 DFS with this friggin'
like a mess.
thousands of dollars in my account. Be great.
Make us rich, Gio.
Yeah. But yeah, like I'm legitimately concerned that Johnson isn't going to get like 100% of that pass catching role. Like he had it in the preseason game, but as Mark Ingram gets more involved with the offense, then Philip Lindsay can play more of the pass role as well if they want to put him there. So
Is one of these Texans running back going to have like a monster game against the Jags in week 1? It's going to be like Mark Ingram scores 80 yards and 2 touchdowns. Okay. It'll be like, oh, dude, I can't force, because I can see that happening. Like I could see it, but I can't force myself to like even think of a scenario of like how to rank those guys. Like, oh my God, like imagine if they all get like 5 touches. Like, Nate, it's gonna be a freaking nightmare trying to rank them okay, so that we have Texas running back slotted in from running back 35 to running back 30. Like, oh God, freaking nightmare.
I want to puke just thinking about it.
It's pretty terrible. Pretty terrible. Tyrell Williams. All right. I like it. The Gazelle. Wide receiver 1, Detroit Lions.
All right, I'm doing it. Patriots tight end duo.
You're taking Henry,
Doing
Hunter.
it.
Nice.
Hunt. So do I eat the donut at week 14 at tight end? I think I do.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Don't waste your time.
Oh, I just realized both my quarterbacks have the same bye week.
I hate when that happens.
Yo, I'm just drafting low-key the Buccaneers' highest scoring running back. Okay, got it. Giovanni. Let's get it.
You can go third QB, though. You got 2 like late guys.
Who are your quarterbacks, Nate?
Jalen Hurts and Tua.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Grab
Grab
like
another
Taysom
dude.
or something.
Grab, I mean, you could grab, I would grab someone that people haven't been drafting. Maybe like Drew
I'm gonna
Lock.
draft Jared Goff.
Big Mac.
Oh, Goff. Yeah, that makes sense. Or even, I was thinking Drew Lock maybe potentially if he is going to get the starting job. It seems like it's kind of leaning in that direction now. I mean, Denver.
A couple Lions though, so
Yeah, that makes sense. Lock him in.
I built such a sexy Drew Lock Broncos passing stack on like Friday, the day before Lock and Hamler went off. It was so beautiful on DraftKings.
Dude, Hamler's stat line is never going to be, it's always going to be like 2 for 100. Like, it's like all of his big games last year were literally like he had 2 catches for 100 yards. He's just so fast. So fast. Like, is he already better than Henry Ruggs? Like, he might be a better deep threat than Henry Ruggs is already. Like, that's why, like, why did the Raiders just draft friggin' KJ Hamler in the second round. Like, oh God, blasphemy.
Someone picked James White. No, he's still there.
Oh, I gotta grab my OG tight end. Oh wait, no, I need. Oh, I'm drafting Uzma. Yeah. What do I do? Oh yeah, Nico. When in doubt, Nico Collins.
Like that.
I could have taken Donovan Peoples-Jones, but I didn't want to be a dick.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Don't do it. O2B quick.
Oh, I should have taken. What do we got? Tight ends. All right, yeah, I'm gonna take Uzuma or Jordan Akins as my last pick.
I like Dan Arnold in the 18th round.
I also left you Austin Hooper. Oh, you can't take Austin because you
No,
went the
I'm not.
Patriots route.
Yeah, good to go.
Good to go.
DPJ.
Rashad Penny was a good pick. What do we got here? Tight ends. Yeah.
That'd be a fun stack.
Jets. Jets. Ertz. Yo, why are people drafting Jameson Crowder? Is that
Because, I don't know, it gets points.
Dude, what? Lame. Ertz. Good pick.
Gotta get the Eagles' best tight end.
I mean, yeah.
Is he going to get cut?
Ertz?
I don't think so.
Unless Belichick has basically been convinced through these joint practices that Ertz is his guy, then he's probably going to be on the Eagles. Unless we hear about a trade where Ertz becomes a Patriot. Ertz actually runs out of the locker room in the Patriots uniform. It's like, because the Patriots have literally no tight ends.
I think the Eagles save a significant amount of money against the cap if they cut Ertz.
Yeah, if they're gonna cut him, why put him with the starters and have him play more snaps than Goddard?
Yeah, that's a
Couldn't tell
good
ya.
point. Very good point. Yeah, he's probably going to be on the team, and it sucks for Goddard because I think Goddard's significantly better. And that's the thing. Like, I know people are like tanking Goddard in the rankings, and I get it. But at the same time, look, there's not a lot of tight ends that just have this like golden opportunity to see targets in their offense. And you have to eventually you need to start looking at like, okay, like who's just like a good tight end? Like who's talented? Like that's why like I don't move Noah Fant like super down in the rankings because, you know, what if Cortland Sutton's not 100%? Okay, now Noah Fant's number 2 in the targets. What if Jerry Jeudy doesn't take a step forward? Okay, well, Noah Fant, number 1, like that's the thing. Like Noah Fant, like no, people don't like him because of the targets, and I get that, but he's also like super talented and was a top first round. Like he has the breakout potential. He's going outside the top 100 picks. So like I ideally still want to get one of those top 6 guys, but if Fant is like my consolation, like I'm like more okay with that. But at the same time, I also know that I'm not like out of the woods with Fant because he could be 3rd in targets or even 4th.
Yeah, like I feel like at tight end after those top 6, you're basically doing like a process of elimination, and then after you eliminate everyone else, that's the guy who's left.
Yeah, exactly. It's like everyone has problems. All right, so it's like, and that's something that I think we need to always kind of come back down to. It's just like I kind of want to do an article on it and be like, these are players that
I've already written that out.
have like they don't project super well because of their role, offense, whatever, but they're worth betting on because of they're just good. It's like Nick Chubb, DJ Moore, Noah Fant, like all the guys that we all know are just really freaking good at football that we just can't like rank super high because of X, Y, Z. And I get it. And I think we all understand why. But at the same time, like outliers happen with just talented players. So buy the talent. Don't buy Darius Slayton. Terrible pick. Worst fan ever. Dude, that guy's not even going to play. I'm not convinced that he's going to play over John Ross. Can't convince me. Dude, Detroit stack?
Detroit.
Loving it.
Oh my God, Moon Skrilla.
Are you going to get
7 RBs.
dude, how many RBs does he have?
7.
Dude,
I'm going James White. Give me your Patriots stamp of approval on White.
Dude, you got to go JJ Taylor. Rex Burkhead roll. No, James White's fine.
All right, excellent.
I don't think they even need a Rex Burkhead roll. Just put Damian Harris there, 1st and 2nd down, James White 3rd down. That's simple.
Get my guy, Josh Palmer. Josh Palmer says
I love him.
I should have just taken him when I took Nico Collins, but hey, if you can get both, playing with house money. That's what I'm talking about. Nate, I got to call you out though. You told people not to draft. You told people in your article not to draft Wayne Gallman as the RB3, but that's why I am drafting him because he is the RB3. Oh man.
All right.
But
What do we need
no,
here?
yeah, Wayne Gallman. I mean, he doesn't get drafted unless I'm in the draft. Basically, it's kind of what happens. Daniel Jones, Roethlisberger. Oh, you lost that on Pringle, man.
I don't need Pringle. I have Mecole and Tyreek.
Dude, Pringles.
Now you need Demarcus Robinson, who's going to lead the team in snaps.
Dude, I hate Demarcus Robinson
good.
so. I don't even have him ranked. Just don't want him. It's like sorry. It's like put my foot down. It's not happening. Sorry. What do I need? I need another tight end. All right, I'm taking a last tight end with my last pick. What is it? 17. So I got to take. I'm just gonna take. I had two candidates for this year's J.D. McKissick, Giovanni Bernard, Ty Johnson.
Got them both.
Got them both. One of them is going to be J.D. McKissick. I'm telling you. One of them is going to finish top 24 because he just catches a shit ton of passes, and no one's going to ever be like, oh, like, how did that happen? Yeah, because they play with quarterbacks that are going to throw the ball to the running back. That's what matters. Oh, Ramondre Stevenson's getting the preseason bump, even though he literally might not play at all during the regular season.
It's fine. 17th round, whatever.
No, dude. No, Deshaun Jackson's a way better pick. Like, the thing with Deshaun Jackson is, like, no matter what, he's going to give you a week. Like, he's going to give you a week. Like, he will not zero your team all year long.
I mean, he could just blow a hamstring week one.
No, but yeah, because he's going to he's going to blow a hamstring on an 80-yard touchdown. And then he's going to be useless. But until then, he's going to ball out.
Sweet week one score.
All
Who's my last player going to be?
right. Dude, I'm locking in Uzoma. Let's get it. He's been looking great in camp. Hashtag fade the Achilles injury narrative. It's BS. Actually, okay, like who are actually the good tight ends left? Let's see.
A long time ago.
I do like Hooper a lot. I gotta go Hooper, man. Even though I'm not doing the stack, I have like way too much confidence in Hooper to like deliver potential top 10 touchdowns. He's probably also gonna get drafted. So
I was thinking about him.
You don't need three tight ends. Don't do it.
But I don't like any of these receivers. I gotta.
Dude, Van Jefferson, you stack him with Deshaun Jackson. That means one of them is gonna be the number 3 no matter what. I think that's smart. I would do Van Jefferson. I mean, one of those guys is always going to be the deep threat. So if Deshaun Jackson get hurt, then Van Jefferson, and if it's Deshaun to start the year, you'll be good. At least that's what I would do.
You're a genius. What about Hunter Renfrow after he was just demolishing?
Damn it, Killy Billy. Took Austin Hooper. Oh, actually.
Knifed in the 18th round.
What do you guys? How do you guys feel about Hayden Hurst? Do you think that he could actually be the third target in the offense, and they're not actually going to use Russell Gage or Olamide Zaccheaus or any of those guys, and it's actually going to be like Hurst as like the starting slot receiver?
Yeah, like I think they'll use a ton of 2 tight ends, so Hurst will be on the field a lot.
I mean, I forgot that like Hurst was like a top 10 tight end last year, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Which is like kind of bizarre.
Worst fan ever. Why would you do me like that?
So yeah, because that's the thing. So he was a top 10 tight end last year, right? And you're just swapping Julio Jones for Kyle Pitts. So in theory, wouldn't that mean that Hayden Hurst's role hasn't technically changed in terms of targets in the offense?
Well, it'll change some because he'll see less playing time. But
will he though? If they're running more 2 tight end sets anyway.
Yeah, but if you're in like a 2-minute drill or losing late in the game, you'll still want 3 wide receiver sets, and you'll want guys who can.
Yeah, because they're going to take Pitts off the field because he's a they're going to use Pitts as a wide receiver. I mean, that's what everyone's telling me. Everyone's saying Pitts is a wide receiver. Pitts is a wide receiver. So if that's the case, then Hayden Hurst is still tight end 1.
Tight end though.
Man,
I think Russell Gage is like actually kind of good at what he does though. It's just like a slot.
He's not good.
As like a slot receiver though.
He's not good.
I feel like Gage is the classic example of someone who's going to outperform his ADP, but still not someone that you're going to want to start ever.
going
I'm not
Jordan
talking about
Akins.
for fantasy. I'm talking about
Okay,
for the Falcons, like
That's
in terms of like football as a slot receiver. I don't know.
I went Jordan Akins. I couldn't do the stack. I was like, because I got the Houston stack now. Nico Collins, Jordan Akins.
Wow, we're all done.
Dude, I freaking love my team. Love it.
Yeah, I kind of love mine also.
Dude, I don't know what happened. I mean, except for the fact that my tight ends suck. That's the only thing I don't like, but that's probably why I love my team. Because you just like don't look at the tight end screen. You're like, yo, this team is so you're just like, this team is so good. Oh wait. My tight ends are terrible.
Fact.
No, dude, I love my running backs. Gio, Ty Johnson. Like those are probably my two favorite sleeper running backs. Like legitimate sleeper running backs. So freaking love that. All right, let's check it out, homies. All right, this is my squad. We got Herbert, Burrow, friggin' second-year superstars. Zeke, RB3 overall. It's gonna happen. Joe Mixon, Trey Sermon, Giovanni Bernard, Ty Johnson. Yeah, I got two bell cows, PPR backs, and then wild card with Sermon. Freaking receivers are stacked to the brim. Got a Charger stack. Got a T. Higgins, Joe Burrow stack. Got the Pittsburgh when he plays the Bengals stack. And yeah, I got this mini Houston stack too. So not really big on the stacks, I guess, but I felt like I got a lot of good value. Didn't really reach on anybody. So there's my squad. Nate,
Well
check
done,
it out.
Sir. Well done.
Yeah.
So mostly Detroit was the main stack that I had because maybe they could do well. Jared Goff, Jamal Williams, Tyrell Williams, Rashad Perriman, and TJ Hawkinson.
Yes.
Oh, and I got Jalen Hurts and Zach Ertz, and then a pair of Cardinals wide receivers. But outside of that, just picked whoever I thought was the best player at the time. And I got Austin Eckler, so this team has to make the playoffs.
So this team is locked and loaded. Love it. Jared.
Very nice. Yeah, I like my team quite a bit as well. Got a little Chiefs Browns stack with the top options: Mahomes, Tyreek, Mecole, Baker, DPJ, Landry, Odell. Running back is interesting. Naji locked in as a bell cow, and then kind of pieced together the RB2 spot from those four guys. And
Well, I can tell you this thing, Jared. One of us, we're both not going to make it to the playoffs. So
I mean, we both could. We'll see. We'll see who's healthy in the Cowboys backfield come playoff time. But yeah, I mean the receivers are loaded, and tight end, little big brain Patriots tight end stack, taking a donut. But I like the squad.
no, I mean I think that's a good strategy. Honestly, it's the same thing as just like going one tight end with Kelsey, like except yeah. So I think it's a good strat. I think it's a good strat. Who was the team that was only drafting running backs? Do you remember their name?
Could have been Hager.
Okay, Hager went 3 quarterbacks. A lot of running backs. Ooh, his receivers are quite thin. 3 tight ends. So
Interesting squad.
interesting squad. They sniped you on. They sniped Nate on Amon-Ra though. Dirtbag.
He looked good. He looked good in the first game, and he's been dominant in practice too. Beat writer.
But he's only a slot receiver.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically a poor man's Russell Gage, so we don't want to talk about those guys. I mean, just draft Sterling Shepard. The guy literally averages 8 targets a game since 2019, so just draft Sterling Shepard. All right, cool. All right, so that's going to wrap us up for the draft. An hour time. Loving it. Got 31 people watching again. So if you want to jump into the fun, use promo code PFF, play $10 on Underdog Fantasy. Jared, as usual, is going to tweet out our teams, and you can vote on or comment and be like, yo, Andrew's team rocks. So, because that's obviously the right answer. I mean, obviously, Nate got Austin Eckler, so the Eckler hive is going to come out and back him up. But we all know Zeke won, Joe Mixon too. You can't beat it. Can't beat that start. So thank you all for watching. We'll be back sometime next week, probably Wednesday night, because we're changing up the schedule with the preseason games. But yeah, it's coming up. Football season is sneaking up on us. Get ready for your fantasy football drafts. And you can find everything you need at pff.com.